Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Sorry I'm not going to be popping fans and stuff right now because people are currently asleep upstairs, so I kind of have to respect that. So today's video we're going to get into a little bit of tea about James Charles being a copycat yet again. Now James Charles has been called out for copying people's looks before, and he's been called out for, you know, not giving credit and things like that, but this time it's a little bit different. Jeffree Star recently wore some Air Jordans, the Dior ones, and now James Charles has gone and bought exactly the same shoe. They are limited edition. They retail for about £2,000 in the UK, £1,800 to £2,000. Here you can see James posing with his shoes like he's at the Oscars or something, like there's some kind of prize. I thought that was really funny, that picture of him standing there grinning, cheesing with those shoes. I'm like, what do you look like, mate? I know it's a little bit rich, me coming for someone's looks when I look the way that I do. Like some kind of demented old, gone wrong Elvira, Cruella de Vil, Pugsley, whatever weirdo creation that I am. But I was like, did you see the picture of him in the grey tracksuit as well? He's got a grey tracksuit, those really expensive Dior Nikes, and I'm like, dude looks like he's just walked out of a young offenders institute, like he's just been released, you know, like he's been in there for like GBH or something and he's just been released out on bail or whatever, he's been allowed home for the weekend. That's what it looks like to me, like, you know, like he's come out from the Young Offenders Institute, like when they give you like that plastic baggie with your worldly possessions in it and you get that one plain tracksuit. Like, James Charles, you're a fucking millionaire for fuck's sake, you know. Could have worn something better than a plain grey tracksuit, surely. I mean, Jeffree Star had like a full suit on with like a nice harness and everything, really styled out. James has just got, oh, a basic prison tracksuit. I'm like, okay. But let's get real. James has only bought those shoes to piss off Jeffree Star. He's only bought those shoes so that he can show off and be like, no, Jeffree, see, anything that you can do, I can do just as well. You know, being like, yeah, hey, Jeffree, I got money too, Jeffree. It's not only you, Jeffree. You know, that's what he's doing. He's being a little brat and he's shading Jeffree Star. James Charles is constantly being called out. I mean, not so much lately, but when he was doing more makeup videos and more makeup looks, he was constantly being called out, I remember, for not giving people credit. He'd take a lot of looks off of like smaller artists or ideas for his video from smaller artists, and he is forever being called out. You know, he is that one that everybody says, no, you don't give credit, you don't give credit. I remember with James Charles, even when he released his Morphe palette, the outside box of that, if you remember, that was white with the whole white paintbrush look on it. And he was called out for stealing that concept for that look. I think it was a makeup artist called Jack from the UK. I'll have a look. I'll have a little look, see if I can find the picture to insert in here. But I remember James was called out about that. People said he stole that look, just like he's now stolen this shoe idea off of Jeffree Star. So it's like, James, what are you doing? Are you being messy? Are you, you know, copying Jeffree Star? Like you copy people's makeup looks? Are you just trying to be really shady to Jeffree? Because Jeffree's in a bit of a hard time right now with his fans and stuff. What are you doing? But honestly, you can't tell me I'm wrong about his look. He's giving very young offender chic with this look. Look, he's wearing it again today, that same grey tracksuit. And it's the way he's posing here for me as well with the shoes. Look at that cheesy grin. Okay, so I'm James, right? I'm James with the shoes. There we go. I made it, Mum. So cheesy. You know, I remember when Jeffree got the shoes, first of all, he was the first one to get them out of the two of them. And he was like, oh yeah, you know, Dior sent me these, they sent me these, I've got them first. But now James is along like, oh look, they've personally delivered me these shoes. It's like he's continuously trying to one-up Jeffree or trying to be on the same level as Jeffree. I mean, he might have overtaken Jeffree in subscribers, but he's never going to overtake him in like career success, I think. As far as like having your own brand goes and stuff like that, James doesn't have his own brand, and I think he might be slightly jealous of Jeffree having that. Apart from that, of course, this week we've seen a lot of the influencers out partying, like Tana Mojo, Nikita Dragon. We've seen James Charles out partying, all without masks on. James did address him being out without a mask on, but some of the others haven't, like Nikita Dragon hasn't yet. And again, Nikita Dragon was at another party yesterday for someone else's birthday at the Hype House. I mean, apparently it was like a small party, maybe 25 people, but there might have been a few more, I don't know. But it was a party at the Hype House. Didn't seem to be on the same scale as the last party that she was at on the Hype House, but it was still a party, you know, and we're still in a pandemic. So do we think influencers should still be getting away with going out partying and stuff without being called out for it? Or do we think they should be called out for it? Do you care? Let me know in the comments down below.
I'm doing just fine.
Oh my God.
I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of social distancing going on at these parties these influencers keep having. I mean, the places are full of decorations, there's drinks, there's food everywhere. You know, I don't think they're really giving a shit about the pandemic.
Happy motherfucking birthday! So you, the baddest bitch. Happy birthday, Mia. Happy birthday.
Is it me, or did Nikita get the girl's name wrong as well, the birthday girl's name? Like, Nikita's singing Mia and the girl screaming Maya. I'm like, okay, so you've gone to a party, someone's birthday party at the Hype House, where you're there quite a lot, and then you don't even know the name of the person whose birthday it is. Okay. Influencers that are a little bit older, such as Tyler Oakley, have been calling this out on Twitter like for the last few days. He's been calling out people like Tana Mojo, and he put up a whole list of influencers who've been out partying. He called them all out: James Charles, Tana Mojo, Nikita Dragon, Lorray, you know, all of the other TikTok kids, anyone who he'd seen out partying. He put a big list up on Twitter, tagged a lot of them. So like, I don't know, maybe it's because we're a little bit older, this kind of generation, that we're like, no, you know, now's not the time to go out partying. And all the younger influencers, like the TikTok age kids, are just out there. I mean, you know, they're causing deaths and stuff, but hey, I guess each to their own. Like, you know, we can't tell them what to do, you know. Yeah, we can sit and bitch about it on the internet, but we can't tell them what to do. You know, it's their lives, but when you're putting other people's lives at risk, then yeah, I think you're a selfish cunt. Sorry, I used a bad word. But yeah, I mean, how inconsiderate have you got to be out partying right now? Like, you know, even Jeffree Star said, oh, I haven't been travelling since February. I mean, what about Grandma, Jeffree? Did you not go travelling with Grandma for a birthday? Nope. So what's your opinion on like Tana Mojo and all of them? Do you think they should come out and apologise, like Nikita, Tana Mojo? I know that James Charles has already apologised. He has already put a little statement up in his video that was like a day in the James Charles life the other day. He put up a little statement at the end, a little bit of text saying he knew he should have been wearing a mask, blah, blah, blah. But what do you think? Do you think that was enough? Or do you think that when influencers mess up like that, they need to come on camera and address it? Do you like my makeup look today? I'll call it cloudy with a chance of goth. So for this look, I used the cremated palette. I used the black glitter shade in there. This shade is so gorgeous. Oh, sorry, plonk that down there. I used this one, the black, what is it? The Angel of Death shade. Controversial name there, that one, for the black liner there. Love that shade, it is so gorgeous. And I used the Jawbreaker palette for the other eye and for the blue on this eye. This big one. I love this palette, it's so colourful. Yeah, I used these blues, I used the dark blue, I used the cherry wet shade and the licorice shade on this eye. Love this palette, absolutely love it. I really love the Jawbreaker collection, actually. That's one of my favourite Jeffree Star collections, just because it's like so bright, colourful, fun, summery. For my lips, I have got the Designer Blood lipstick on today. And to do the white here, I just used the Morphe concealer. It's just that one. Okay, so I just added on this black midnight lip gloss. That's the Jeffree Star one. Just added it on over the red lipstick. I think the black one looks really good over a dark red lipstick. Yeah, you get that really, really deep burgundy colour when you mix the black on a dark red lipstick. It's really nice. I like that. Love how that's come out. Anyway, guys, I am going to leave this video here. So I hope you're all safe, hope you're all well, and I will see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye. Mwah.